In this video, I will be creating some smart materials that we can use on different parts of our model. So a smart material is essentially layer presets. So for instance, if I grab this fabric wool and just apply it to this model here, you'll see that it's in a folder and it has like either subfolders, but it basically has different layers with different attributes and different masks, etc. to create this particular effect. And we can create our own simply by putting these in folders and saving it as a smart material. But before I do that, I'm just going to quickly create a new fill layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a height map to this overall model. So I've typed in spots, and because it might be like a bit like a painted metal, so I might have some slight little splodges of paint here and there. So I'm going to use something like this here. So you can see it is quite grainy and quite powerful right now. I'm going to change that to triplanar. I could turn the balance on and off a little bit, so maybe I could do something like this. Increase the contrast slightly. Again, it's entirely up to you what you want to do, but I'm just adding a little bit of an effect to this, but I'm going to just keep it like all over. What I'm going to do is going to go to height. I'm going to turn this down a lot. I don't want it that strong. I want some sort of pronounced element to this object. It'll be very subtle, very subtle. And I might just create a white mask really quick and just remove it from the just going to remove it from the screws there. Okay, so I'm just going to call this height. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all these layers and going to go to add folder. Whoops. Well, what I should have done is add a folder. I'm going to call this, I want to call it test for now. Actually, I'll call it example. Much better name. What I'm going to do is by holding down shift, I'm going to select all of the layers, click and drag them into there. So you see now if I go into this layer, it has everything in there. Then, with my folder selected, press the right mouse button, and you'll see right at the bottom here you have an option called Create Smart Material. And you'll see now that if you go on your shelf in Smart Materials, example is there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply this around my object. So I'm going to add this example to here. Add it there. Add it to different parts of my model, like so. Then what I could do is I could just go around and just alter areas of this model as I see fit. So I can go to like the rail latching, go into my example, go to edges, maybe just tone, maybe I'll just add say a paint and just go in and just paint away some of these edge marks here if I wanted to. So maybe I don't want it as pronounced in certain areas, so I can just go in and say, okay, I want to get rid of some of the edgings around here. Just slightly get rid of it. And this doesn't affect the rest of the model, it only affects that particular shader, because I'm just making edits and alterations to that one there. So just by doing that, so yeah, as you can see, just by you can create a nice smart material that you may want to apply to different areas of your object. So yeah, in the next video what we're going to do is I'm going to create a brush and put in some nice little details around here, and then I'm going to import in some textures as well.